Actually, Odala 2 was very difficult for me, primarily because I didn't have any cinematic reference for it. Also, we are representing women that have absolutely no representation.
I never thought I'm doing pan India content or local content, a small film, a big film. Content excited me when Tamanna came into my mind. Okay, she can pull it off like pro.
It's not always, everything can't be logically be put into reasonings. Some things are very experiential.
Writer is there in me. He's always on high. Director is in me, always on a lower note.
The day you have a really good performance, the day you've really satisfied the vision of your director, it's the most satisfying thing. It happens to us many times when we feel like this couldn't have been us because it's so brilliant that I don't think we could have decided that we will do this. It has to happen, and I feel like those moments, which is not you, and you know you can't take any creative credit for it.
Yeah.
I think those are like super blissful to experience. In every film, there is this one high point scene where you just go all out because the situation gives you the opportunity. I just feel like music has a very different power which transcends language. Even now we're all dancing and partying to Tamma, Tamma. We all do it.
Hello everyone, this is Hesha Chima and joining me here for a conversation today are two people out here. Just सुबह सुबह बाबुलनाथ से तो आए हैं दर्शन करके for the film and of course for Odella too. But मेरे साथ यहाँ पे है तमन्ना भाटिया and of course Sampath sir, thank you so much for removing time and doing this. But trailer launch है आज, but teaser मैंने देखा है and I just have to say that it's very mystical. And it's something that I want to teleport myself into. But मेरी कम बात करेंगे. I want to understand अगर Odella 2 की world से if there's something that you all could bring to reality, what would that be? If there was one mystic element that you could transport to reality.
Reality. I want to have darshan of Lord Shiva.
Oh wow. Please call me also when that happens.
If it happens, I'm the luckiest person on the earth.
Yeah, that's true. What about you?
I love my costume. It's really comfortable.
Very-
I would like to wear that every day. Yeah, that's what would be for me.
Yeah, because then in a fashionable world that we are all a part of, I think comfort just takes precedence over everything.
It's also very weather friendly. We're in Mumbai, and you want to be ready for the heat.
For all you know, next thing it's Odella fashion.
Modella fashion.
Hashtag Odella fashion is going to happen everywhere.
Absolutely.
But you know, Sampath sir, I have to ask you this. You know, when you're making a film and you're directing somebody like Tamanna, a female-led strong character, into this world and you're bringing it for a pan-Indian audience to consume that and watch, आपके दिमाग में क्या visual imagery आ रही थी when you were actually putting her role into like actual reality while even directing her?
I never thought I'm doing pan India content or local content. I'm doing a small film, a big film. Content excited me when Tamanna came into my mind. So I was on. Okay, she can pull it off like pro. I knew that and I wrote a script and now we are here.
Right.
That's it.
Also, for someone just to have people who in the northern part of the world don't know, but we've done 3 films together.
Ah,
This
that
our
is
fourth
the
collaboration.
fourth collaboration.
If there's any creative person who knows me so closely, it has to be Sampath Garu because he's literally seen my growth as a performer, as an actor, while it was happening, and a lot of it was happening through his films. Today, people say, everywhere know me for, say, the songs I do or for the dance I do.
Yeah.
But it all kind of started in his film. And, some
They have
of
done
very
some
iconic songs.
crazy popular songs
Yeah.
together. Yes.
And I think he's someone who tapped me in my strength and always gave me an opportunity to reveal sides of me that were, say, not getting tapped in the commercial framework.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
And the beauty is neither one of us ever steered away from the commercial framework because there's this little, unspoken, look down upon commercial cinema. But we were always for commercial films because that's what we've consumed and grown up on.
Absolutely.
So we always stuck to the framework, but we always tried to present new parts, present new characters. and present new worlds.
True. But Tamanna, you spoke about also evolving, right, through each of the films that you've done. From every film, like, right from the start up until now, what are you thinking in your head at this point of time? And what's your aspiration between getting that action and cut? In between that, what do you aspire to do?
I think for me, what's really important is to create, or rather to evoke a very strong emotion from people. And it could be in different ways.
Yeah.
In this film, I think something that people might feel and hopefully will experience is the feeling of devotion. I think somewhere in this mundane world of ours, we've forgotten the power of devotion.
Yeah.
We're happy to talk about stuff that is negative, something that has impacted all our lives in some capacity or the other when it comes to mental health. But back in the day, what was it that people took to deal with that?
True.
And it's not always, everything can't be logically be put into reasonings. Some things are very experiential.
Yeah.
And I guess till it doesn't happen to you, it's not a reality for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would really like for people to experience that devotion that we experienced while we were
Yes.
making the film, or the belief system that we made it from.
Yeah, true. But Sambat sir, I also have to ask you this. I feel like, and this is completely my observation, you can totally cut me if I'm wrong. I feel films down south have sort of cracked it, how to make a massy, commercial, appealing film that not only appeals just from the box office point of view, but somewhere down the line it touches your heart and soul as well. कुछ ना कुछ elements है जो आप ले ही जाते हो अपने साथ, वो भले action oriented हो या mystical films ho. You tell me, according to you, being in this industry, what is it that you all have cracked better than any other film industry?
Now, I can't compare with other industries, but we were always with the rooted stories. We are, especially, I believed in my culture, where I born and brought up. So we were always with the rooted stories, rooted culture. So that worked very well.
And how much of fact
We are not
and fiction are we
fantasizing.
seeing? Sorry, go
No,
for it.
sorry. No, we are not fictional. These are all fictional stories, but
Right.
we are not fictionalizing like a fantasy films. So
Okay.
for me, with my understanding, that worked out very well.
If there's a takeaway that one can take away from Odella 2, from an audience point of view purely, according to you, what would that be?
Fear and faith. Yes.
Divine and what? Devil.
Yes.
Good always wins.
Wins
over
or evil.
Right.
whatever happens.
But we're speaking of divine and devil here. I have to ask you, there are also perils of our industry that we're all a part of, that, there are the highs and there are the lows.
Yes.
If I had to talk about one high and one low for each of y'all individually, you as an actor and you as a director, what would you all pick? Give me one each.
I think for me, it was definitely moments of self-doubt when I was actually doing really well.
Right.
That's the worst.
That
That's
always
sad.
happens, right?
That's the saddest thing that happens to actors, to women in general. It's like you just have lost vision of where you're at in your life and how are you doing, and that's the saddest part when you don't stand up for yourself. Like other people never and ask, but you should stand up for yourself.
And what would be your high?
Hi. I think, to be honest, for an actor, and it's such an actor specific thing, the day you have a really good performance, the day you've really satisfied the vision of your director, it's the most satisfying thing. Like I remember when we were shooting Odella 2, there was this one close up that we did in the climax of the film, and we didn't exactly plan it. And we knew what the shot was, but I don't think we didn't contrive what's going to happen in the shot. And when we both saw that shot, and I think you know
Yes.
which close-up I'm talking about, we both looked at each other and we were like, this is not us. And as
We
creative
have to-
people,
yes.
it happens to us many times when we feel like this couldn't have been us, because it's so brilliant that I don't think we could have decided that we will do this. It has to happen, and I feel like those moments, which is not you, and you can't take any creative credit for it.
Yeah.
I think those are like super blissful to experience.
I feel
True,
that's when
true.
divinity sort of flows in through us, is what I personally feel. Like there are times when I'm doing an interview and I'm like, oh, this wasn't me. Like, this is not coming to my head, but it just happens.
Yeah.
So that's why magic has happened. If I were to ask you one high and one low.
Yeah, I would say for me, lows and highs are daily basis process for me. I'm a writer director. Writer is there in me. He's always on high note. He creates something crazy stuff. He creates something something new. So writer in me is always on a high note. Director is in me always on a lower note. How can I execute this? How can I take this to celluloid? So that is the lower point for me. So it's a daily process for me.
Okay.
I can't say one day is high, one day is low for me.
Tamanna, if I were to ask you, is there a particular role that really challenged you in and out and sort of really pushed you out of your comfort zone? Today, can you pinpoint on one or two such roles?
And I'm not saying this because we are promoting Odella 2, but actually Odella 2 was very difficult for me, primarily because I didn't have any cinematic reference for it. Also, we are representing women that have absolutely no representation in celluloid.
That's true.
We've seen men who have had an ascetic life, but we've not really seen as many women in that space. So for me, also there were points where I'm actually not doing anything, but something must happen, and that was very tricky to pull off because it had to come from a place of understanding and knowing something. So the prep work was very different than any other film. It's not like I can learn a skill and it's sword fighting, so let me learn sword fighting and show my skill. It's not a skill that I had to demonstrate, so it was very difficult because it was extremely internalized,
Right.
and it had to come through a non-verbal, non-physical action, so it was very hard.
Is it easier for you to detach from each of the roles that you do, or are you somebody who's very immersive of everything after it's released?
90% of the times there is a high point that happens while we perform. Like you feel like in the scene I've given it everything that the character would be. And normally once that scene is over, then there's a sense of disconnection that happens.
Right.
But there have been few parts which you're never able to disconnect out of because a part of you still lingers on.
Yeah.
But mostly in every film, there is this one high point scene where you just go all out because the situation gives you the opportunity.
Okay, I have to mention this as well. Tamanna and songs sort of go hand in hand right now. And of course, due credit goes to you also, sir, for this. We spoke of songs, right? And I think Tamanna Bhatia sort of right now is synonymous to songs right now. And of course, we've already given you credit for it in a massive way right now from Tamanna herself.
Yes.
Now, when you look back at that, there's your filmography, and then I would like to say there's also Tamanna's song filmography separately that's going on, right? How do you take that? Because with that, not only just comes a lot of mass love appeal, but there's also Tamanna's objectified and beautified in many ways. And women like myself, we look at you, we take you as an inspiration because not just of the beauty, but also for the roles, the different things that you're doing and pushing yourself out of the comfort zone. So how do you receive all of this?
I just feel like music has a very different power which transcends language, which transcends age, which transcends geography. And also, people might forget movies, but people never forget songs because something about music is it just transports. Even now, we're all dancing and partying to Tamma, Tamma. We all do it.
Yeah. Also, Aaj Ki Raat.
Hopefully, Aaj Ki Raat somewhere, many, many years later, will still ring.
Yeah.
So, we might not get the opportunity to revisit an entire film or a character, but you'll always revisit a song if it's good and if it's made you feel something.
That's the magic of music.
That's the magic of music indeed. Lastly, before I let the both of you go, I have to ask you this. First, I'm going to ask you, what's the most gratifying part about being a director, a writer?
Telling stories. That is itself.
Yeah,
That's it. Simple. Telling stories is a great blessing.
You made it so simple. Wow. It's like I'm ready with the answer. This is the most gratifying.
That was very spontaneous.
No, of course. I'm very happy to hear that as well. Tamanna, if I were to ask you, what's the most gratifying part for you about being an actor?
Waking up excited every day.
For the
I'm
next
looking
scene.
forward. I'm always looking forward.
Same way, we're looking forward to Odella 2 as well. And I'm also looking forward to your song in Raid 2. That's also what I'm very excited about.
Oh God, I feel the pressure. I feel so much pressure.
Because the next reel we're all going to make on is that song. And of course, on Odella 2 also, we're
Yes,
looking
please.
forward to it. All the very best for the film. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We all
you.
needed your wishes and blessings.
Yes, of course, indeed. Thank you.